Hello, guys. Welcome. On this episode, we are going to talk about the 11.5 pH water. There's a bunch of different things that we can use this water for. Things like makeup remover, washing our fruits and vegetables in it to get all the chemicals and the pesticides. Stop licking. Oh my gosh. There's just a bunch of different things that we can do with it. So we thought we would give y'all some info about it. Yeah, there's just a bunch of different things we can do. And we're trying to spread awareness about Kangen water and all the different types of waters. So we're kind of doing little episodes about each type of water.
And all the different uses and how they can make differences in your life. Things you may not have even known about just in your everyday life. One thing I always knew with fruits and vegetables that you should wash them. And I always just washed them in tap water. And then I learned a little bit more and I started seeing that they were bringing out the washers, like you spray it on your fruits and vegetables. So I'd be spending money on that and washing it as I'm using it kind of thing. And then when I got the ionizer and they're talking about how it's capable of making the 11.5 water and it's oil emulsifying. And I did a lot more research into it over the last year and a half. And it's honestly changed so much about my views on things.
I cleaned my oven with it. I cleaned my oven the other day. I don't know. We moved to the lake back in July, and we would come and stay here. Like, this is our house here at the lake. My in-laws are next door. So we share this with my brother-in-law. And so we're here like on the weekends or, it'd be like once a month or something like that. And before we took over here, my in-laws lived here when they would come to the lake. And I had no idea when the last time that oven had been cleaned, if ever cleaned. So I was like, it's time to clean it. So I sprayed all the parts, the racks, everything with the 11.5 because it's an emulsifier. So it takes oils. It's a degreaser. So instead of taking like the oven, like the spray can that they make specifically for oven cleaning.
It smells so terrible and chemical.
It's horrible. And something about, those types of chemicals, ingesting them is like smoking a pack of cigarettes in a day. Like, that is insane. Bad. And you think about if you've got young babies, you got toddlers crawling around and everything like that. It only takes 26 seconds for our bodies to absorb.
Sorry. UPS just drove past and my dogs need to protect the house.
That's okay. So yeah, we just thought we'd talk a little bit about, I grew up with my mom cleaning our fruits and veggies with vinegar water. She'd just put a splash in there, maybe some baking soda, but usually she would use vinegar. Mm-hmm. And really the water, now thinking back, the water really didn't look a whole lot different. You might have seen a little bit especially if it was super dirty or had a lot of the pesticides that they spray on the produce to make them last longer.
And just keep the bugs away as well.
Yeah. And I now realize, like, I don't think it was doing a dang thing to...
Probably not removing the pesticides. If there were any bugs or anything on it, it might have helped remove the bugs.
Yeah, maybe.
Dirt and grime.
But then you're ingesting...
And then you've also got left that taste.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing that we always complained about is the taste. It made the fruit and vegetables taste funny.
I always remembered if I tasted a grape, if she had like soaked them maybe a little too long or something like that, like I
soaking into
would
it.
know if she didn't rinse them long enough or something. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to drink. I don't want to eat that. But yeah, there's just a bunch of different things to do with the 11.5. What else do we do with it?
I use it in my laundry sometimes. It helps
Yep.
as a softener.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I use it with Travis's clothes. He's a jack of all trades, but he does a lot of mechanics things. So his clothes smell like oil and, just however mechanics smell like, car stuff. And so I wash his clothes completely separate from mine so I don't get that stuff on my
Smell
clothes.
into it, yeah.
Yeah,
My
but
dad is
also,
a mechanic, so I know the smell.
yeah, it's one of a kind smell. So
Yeah.
I'll get a big mason jar, and whenever I'm cleaning produce or anything like that, I'll fill my jars up with it, because as it sits, it only gets stronger. It's not going to go to waste or anything like that. So I'll just put it up on my shelf right above my washer, and I'll pour in. Sometimes it's a whole jar, just depending on how
greasy
stinky,
it is.
greasy.
And I do a lot of cooking, and one of our favorite things is bacon in this house, and bacon grease gets everywhere. And a lot of my t-shirts will end up with splatters all across the top. So what I'll do is I'll spray the 11.5 on it and let it sit before I put it in the laundry, because it's an oil emulsifying. So it's going to soak into the oil, and it's going to help lift it and bring it off. And then when you're washing, it's not there anymore. It helps get those stains out because it's oil based.
Yeah,
and that's why it works so well on the fruits and veggies as well, because a lot of farmers like to use oil-based pesticides and herbicides, which contain forever chemicals. They're very, very bad for your system. They're hormone disruptors. Like, it will mess up so much. And a forever chemical, the biggest side effect known to that is the big C. Doesn't mean everybody's going to get it by ingesting it, but it's going to give you a lot bigger chance of contracting that later down the track.
Yeah.
The 11.5 water will lift those oil-based pesticides off. And it's the only thing I have found that will lift it off and not leave a disgusting taste.
Yep.
It also helps preserve the life of the fruit and veggies too, I've noticed. As long as you dry them off before you put them in the fridge, they last longer.
Yeah, my raspberries, I love raspberries, and they last a whole lot longer after I soak them. I let them just air dry out on a towel or something like that. Blueberries, like, sometimes they'll get mushy after a couple days, and the ones I got the other day, they're still nice and firm.
I think, honestly, I've had some in my fridge for almost 3 weeks.
Wow.
Because the day I buy them, I wash everything. I do like a big batch washing.
Yep.
Dry them off with a paper towel, make sure they're all dry, and I set a paper towel in whatever container I put them in.
Same.
And then I'll put them in the fridge, and that any moisture is going to go straight to that towel.
Yep.
I think I've had those blueberries in there nearly 3 weeks, because Poppy was eating so many of them, and all of a sudden she stopped. So we're very slowly going through the blueberries now, but they've been in there for about 3 weeks, and they're just as fresh as they were when I bought them.
That's awesome.
And I just keep it in a simple glass container, like nothing special.
And one thing else I want to touch on is, you wouldn't necessarily think about maybe cleaning, especially fruits with skins before you eat them. Like, well, I'm not eating the skin. Why does it matter? Well,
cut into it, right?
Yeah, your avocados. I eat a lot of. I try to eat about one a day or one every other day. Just depending on how many I buy. I try to buy 2 or 3 at a time so I don't waste them, because they ripen differently. But I put those in the 11.5 as well, because yes, I'm not eating the avocado skin or the orange peel or the lemon peel, but I am touching it as I'm cutting it. And then any of those germs, if I happen to touch the inside at all with my hands that touch the outside, you're contaminating with whatever is on the outside of it. So I just like to know that
it's clean.
Like, I do the same thing. I batch clean all my produce when I buy it. And it's just one thing that we can do to help our gut health, our hormone health, especially for women. You know, a lot of women have trouble getting pregnant and they don't know why. They're doing all the healthy things, they're eating right, they're staying hydrated, they're taking their multivitamins. But if we get down to the nitty gritty of our everyday routines and how we clean things and stuff like that, like it can
different lifestyle choices. And just in our modern world, we've definitely opted for ease over
convenience.
Yeah, we go for convenience a lot of the time, and you'll find a lot of the time that that's definitely not good for you.
Yeah. Like, you know, it just kind of popped in my head, but making your own rotisserie chicken instead of buying it at the store and not knowing what the heck they put on it, if they cleaned the chicken prior to putting it in the oven. You know, the 11.5 you can also clean all your meats off with. Your beans, Celeste and I both clean our rice with it. You should always clean your rice.
Yes. I never understood that. And then someone sent me a video, and it's because they literally, depending where it comes from, they literally dry it in the streets, and people are like driving over it, walking over it. Like, it's pretty gross.
It's gross, yeah.
But it's just how they've always done it. But it's just like common knowledge to wash your rice. But I could never understand. I actually had to research it, and someone sent me a video. I'm like, oh, yeah. That's gross.
And then I guess from there you could really use the rice water because it's clean water, and use that on your hair, your face. Like rice water
is so good for your skin.
Toner. Yeah, it can help hair growth, your scalp health, all that. So you can use that for that too.
Yeah, it's pretty versatile. I use it like, it was funny when we first started filming this, and I'm talking about washing all my fruit and vegetables, and you're like, yeah, I cleaned my oven with it. Like, who would have thought that you can like use the same product or the same thing? It's water, people.
Yeah,
it's just a different pH water. It is safe to ingest. Some people will use it for things like gout,
arthritis.
Or if you're hungover, it's really good. Like, just take a little shot of it, and it's going to help reset the pH in your belly. It's going to help you
migraines,
kind of just reset a little bit. I wouldn't recommend drinking a lot of it, but small amounts of it is definitely going to give you different I want to say side effects, but that makes it sound bad. You get what I mean. Yeah. So the more you know, people.
Yeah, it's really like we're always going to say, yes, this machine is an investment, but it's an investment to your health. Instead of reacting, I love this motto, this quote.
I know exactly where you're heading, and I love this too.
Yes, instead of reacting to our health, to getting sick, and then figuring out, well, how do I combat this, or what medication do I need to get on, or what do I need to do differently at home? Be proactive with your health, and don't wait to get sick to start changing different habits and routines. Rillo just moved his head
up. It's such a small, easy fix. Yes, an investment, but look at everything you get from it.
Well, look how much
changing your water can change your life, because it is so versatile.
Look how much you're spending in chemicals, whether it's monthly or annually. I bet it's more. I bet it's more than what one machine costs, and one machine will last you for a lifetime. Yeah, exactly.
Look after it, yeah.
Right. So it's very versatile. We love our 11.5. We love our Kangen Water Ionizers, and that's why we're doing this whole podcast, is to help you guys get informed. And, you know, a lot of people don't know this even exists. So we just want to spread the wealth.
If you have any questions or anything you want to know, if there's any topics you want to know about or for us to talk about, let us know.
Go to thosewatergirls.com.
Come follow us along.
Yeah, Instagram, Facebook, Those Water Girls. Go follow us.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for coming along.